witches and wizards, Potterheads, and every single person who is excited for the upcoming release of Hogwarts Legacy. In the past week alone, we have gotten so many new looks at new characters, new game mechanics, just some absolutely incredible details about this game that I think is just going to do so well. Welcome everybody to the Lumberzak Gaming channel, your place for friendly, quality gaming content. That's right, Hogwarts Legacy it's so freaking close. I can almost taste it. And now the team, they're teasing us. They're just teasing us with all of these sneak peeks, with all these new characters, with these new game mechanics. I mean, it's truly agonizing, but at the same time, I love every minute of it. So we're gonna take a little bit of time today to talk about things from new characters, to new game mechanics, to save features, to rumors of the game being delayed, and also hearing from some of the new voice actors that have been confirmed for this game. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video because, man, there's just some really cool stuff that we're getting ready to see here in Hogwarts Legacy. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Now, honestly, in the past few years, it has been such a scary experience whenever you get close to a game's release date because there's been so many game delays. This one was also delayed at some point too, but now rumors going around that the game is going to continue to be delayed have pretty much been put to rest. A lot of people were thinking that this game was going to be delayed, especially on PC, because on the Steam store, there was an update that took away the release date and put coming soon instead. However, the reality with Steam is that this kind of stuff happens all the time. Things get updated, things get moved around. This isn't super uncommon for this to happen, but as of today, it is back on there. February 10th is the release date for PC and next-gen consoles. The team has also moved forward with a lot of marketing for this game with those release dates. So guys, I really can't imagine in any scenario that this game gets delayed again for next gen consoles on this first release date of February 10th. If you're like me, you are already planning on playing this game multiple times. So that begs the question, how are save files going to work in Hogwarts Legacy? Well, the development team did give us that answer, and thankfully, they're thinking the same thing as us. The team has said there are 4 separate character slots. For each new character, we will have the following 2 types of save functionality and slots. There's 5 auto-save slots and 10 player manual save slots. So if you, like myself, are planning on playing this game 4 times through so that you can experience every single house, make a character from good to evil, from Hufflepuff to Slytherin, you should be able to experience this game in so many different ways, and you will not have to get rid of a character to do so. Also, for people who are at home and they have multiple different people playing on a game, this does give you 4 separate character slots, so everybody will be able to enjoy the game and not have to worry about overriding somebody else's save or getting rid of somebody else's data. So we finally have confirmation of that, so we're all looking forward to that. It also seems like the team at Hogwarts Legacy has basically, busted the seal when it comes to keeping the voice actors for this game secret. And one of the things that I am most excited for, I am so freaking excited for, is the confirmation of who will be playing our Headmaster, Phineas Nigellus Black, and that role goes to Simon Pegg. If you guys are movie fans, I can't imagine finding anybody who is not a Simon Pegg fan. From movies like The World's End, Star Trek, Shaun of the Dead, and personally, one of my all-time favorite movies, Hot Fuzz. Maybe that's a hot take, but I freaking love it. Simon Pegg is finally coming to the wizarding world, which he said he has been anticipating for a very long time. And he's joining us as our headmaster, Phineas Nigellus Black, who honestly is not a great person.
Phineas Nigellus Black is the least popular headmaster in the history of Hogwarts.
And obviously, if you see the name Black, you are going to associate that possibly with Sirius Black, and you would be correct to do so because he is his great-great-grandfather. Phineas Nigellus Black, who to this day remains the least popular headmaster Hogwarts has ever known, makes little effort to hide the utter disdain he has for his students. He is a cantankerous, lazy, and vain pureblood with a myopic view of the world and a condescending and unjustifiably superior attitude. Wildly ill-suited to his job, his goal is to do the least amount of work possible and avoid exposure to the student body. preferring to focus on his status in the wizarding world and his surgically manicured beard, which I gotta respect. Now, like a lot of characters in a lot of media, Phineas Black did do some good because he's actually in the Harry Potter movies and books because he's a portrait in the wall of Dumbledore's office. And actually, it was Phineas Black who went on to tell the Order when Arthur Weasley was attacked in the Ministry of Magic. So you could say that he essentially helped save Arthur's life. However, he was definitely a Slytherin through and through in the way that he was all about pure blood and status and, all those things that make him quite a questionable character. But hey, who isn't questionable, at least every now and then? But with Simon Pegg voicing the role and really wanting to be a part of the wizarding world, I just think this is going to be an incredible performance. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. However, the Headmaster is not the only person we've been given information on recently, so let's look into some of the other characters that we now know a little bit more about. Because we finally got a little bit more information about Matilda Weasley, the Professor of Transfiguration. She also does serve the role of Deputy Headmistress, so here's what they have to say about her. Matilda Weasley is an exceptionally talented witch with a background as a curse breaker for the Ministry. Known for her composure and extraordinary wand work, she is a firm but fair Transfiguration professor and a slightly intimidating, well-respected Deputy Headmistress. Professor Weasley has been tasked with getting the player up to speed in their studies and introduce them to their Wizard's Field Guide and the Room of Requirement, both of which are invaluable resources for a new 5th year with a great deal to learn. If you're like me, you love the Weasley family, and I think it'll be a really fun experience to see kind of where it all started, or at least some of the lineage that led up to the famous group of redheads that we see all throughout the Harry Potter books. Moving right along on the new character train, we have George Osrick, who is from the Ministry of Magic. He's got kind of that hunchback look going to him right now. I don't know if this was this was the best photo that he got, or if this was the one he submitted, but it's what we got. A high-ranking Ministry of Magic official, George is a charming, gregarious fellow and a decades-long friend to both Professor Fig and his wife Miriam. His uncanny ability to unravel the most enigmatic riddles, combined with his steadfast loyalty and trustworthiness, prompted Miriam to enlist his help in solving a seemingly indecipherable puzzle she uncovered just before she died. He may have bitten off more than he can chew, however, and will need the player's help to pick up where Miriam left off. All right, he seems like a really good guy. I kind of feel bad for making fun of his portrait now. George does seem like a pretty trustworthy fellow. However, he does have an association with Professor Fig, where some people are questioning possibly Fig's loyalties. It'll be interesting to see how all of this plays out as we help George decipher whatever kind of puzzle that he found. And this just seems to add more of a massive story that is unfolding before us, and we haven't even gotten to launch day yet. Now, while the official development team has released a lot of new information, we actually get to see a lot more too from some of the voice actors who have confirmed to be playing characters in this. And in their social media posts, they've kind of unveiled a lot of information for us. One such person is Amelia Gething, and she is a voice of one of the playable characters that is going to be in the game. And she said, and I quote, "Very excited to announce that I'm voicing one of the 2-player avatar voice options in Hogwarts Legacy, the upcoming open-world action role-playing games set in the 1800s wizarding world, which launches on February 10th. I've been working on this game over the last 3 years, and I can tell you now, it's gonna be a good one. So get yourself a copy if you'd like to hear me getting fried by a dragon or falling off a broom to my inevitable death." Amelia, I don't think you're allowed to just sneak in the fact that you're saying that you're going to get fried by a dragon or falling off your broom to your death. I don't know if that's confirmation of, being able to fall off your broom to your death, but it seems like it. It definitely seems like it. We also got to hear from another voice actor, Candace Kane, who is going to be playing Professor Onai, who is the mother of Natsai Onai, one of the companions that we'll be experiencing throughout the game and our time at Hogwarts. And she gives a lot of backstory to her character as well as her daughter that we're going to likely be befriending at Hogwarts. I am happy to announce that I am voicing a character in Hogwarts Legacy, the upcoming open-minded action role-playing game set in the 1800s wizarding world, which launches on February 10th, 2023. I play Professor Onai, who was once a divination teacher at Yu-Ga-Do, the largest wizarding school in the world, and a gifted seer whose faith in her sight was shaken by the fact that she did not foresee the loss of her husband. Deciding to leave those painful memories behind, she accepts an invitation by Professor Weasley to teach divination at Hogwarts. I am already experiencing a lot of emotional trauma from a game that I have not experienced yet. Is that anybody else? Is that just me? Between the confirmation of Sebastian Sallow, one of the companions whose sister is dying, and Professor Onai, whose husband died and she blames herself, there's enough emotional trauma here to last me a lifetime. Either way, the floodgates are just opening up on everything that we're going to expect from Hogwarts, and I believe this is just confirmation of how massive this game really is. I mean, truly, I think that this has the potential to be one of the most memorable games of all time. Now, obviously, that sounds like a high expectation, but man, for people like myself who grew up reading the books, watching the movies, being a fan of this, now getting an open world experience where I get to choose my house, I get to make my own character, I get to make the decisions that I want, I get to do the things that I want, I really think that this game is going to hit it out of the park. And out of curiosity, let me know in the comments which character you are most looking forward to hearing their story, to figuring them out. Personally, I already feel some sort of attachment to Sebastian Sallow, but maybe that's just me. Here at the Lumberzak Gaming channel, we are all about building a positive community of gamers who want to support each other, who want to game together, and just enjoy this common passion that we all have. So if that's you, consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. For more news on Hogwarts Legacy and this upcoming release, go ahead and check out this video over here, and I'll see you in the next one.